Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Look at Loot Rascals. I was gonna say Root Rascals, but that is like, I don't know, it sounds like something way more in-depth with respect to network security than I have any knowledge of. Loot Rascals, on the other hand, is very much something that's in my wheelhouse and I feel comfortable talking about, because it is a procedurally generated roguelite with card-based elements. Now, I know you're like, oh, I don't like Magic, I don't like Hearthstone, I don't like, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. It's sincerely not like that. The cards are unique and interesting in a way that I'm going to show you. You don't use them to battle, you use them to basically structure your inventory, which determines your stats. And then it's also very much more traditionally roguelike-ish instead of roguelite-ish, in the sense that it's tile-based. You know, you get effects based on how many tiles you walk over. It's turn-based with a day-night cycle. I guess what I'm getting at is it's a little bit like an abstracted, isometric, and cool, colorful-looking version of something like Desktop Dungeons, as opposed to a more modern roguelite like Enter the Gungeon. It definitely shares more in common with the former. But anyway, this is $17 on Steam. I've played like 45 minutes of it so far, enough to just barely scratch the surface and have an understanding of how things work in this game. And I did get a review copy. For now, let's play. There are daily challenges. And we could do the tutorial and stuff, but I'm just going to start a standard game, and I'm going to do my best to explain what's going on here. First things first, this is a interesting looking game, and I mean that in a positive way, even though interesting is oftentimes used as a shorthand backhand compliment for ugly. It's very colorful, but this betrays the simplicity and kind of the traditional roguelike-ish nature of the mechanics of the game, if I may say so. So it's really a gussying up of an older idea. What we do is we play as this guy. I'm gonna try to use my mouse pointer at least. Can I point to things? You can see that? Yeah. To point out interface mechanics that we've got here, even though I'm using a controller. So our life is 5 out of 5. We can heal, but it costs us tokens. I'll talk about tokens later. Our attack and defense are a product of the cards that are in our inventory here. So whenever you start a run, at least for now, you get a self-throw disc, a meteor ball, and a hydra putter. So these are, the orange ones are attack, and the blue ones, the two boot helmets and the space shorts, are defense. These are the cards that make up our inventory. Effectively, we can have 5 cards equipped at any given time, by default at least, and we can move them around, which might seem irrelevant right now, and in fact would be irrelevant right now. But notice, like, if I unequip one, my attack stat goes down to 2 and my defense stat stays at 3, and if I unequip like this, my attack stat stays at 3 and my defense stat goes to 2. The reason that this is important is there are cards that get bonuses. In fact, most cards, I would say, have synergies and bonuses. We can get, for example, a meteor ball that is 1 attack, but it gets a +1 attack bonus if there's a card below it. Or we can get a +1 attack bonus if it's in slot number 5, for example. So we would have to move that over here, and part of the fun of the game is rearranging our inventory to take advantage of the maximum number of synergies that you can get. So tokens are basically things that we get, a currency that we get for decompiling cards, which is what we do with our cards that are essentially garbage. They're not good enough to be equipped anymore, or we desperately need tokens to heal, because that's the only way I've found to heal so far. Anyway, we're like 3.5 minutes into this video. Let's get started. The way we work here, if I just do this quickly, the last thing. The dome is like our home base. We can teleport back there for a turn cost. And this is our mini-map up here in the top right. This is our day-night cycle. Every time we walk over a tile or complete some other actions, we move the day-night cycle forward, always forward. I was going to say forward and backward, but you know, we move it from night to day and day to night and vice versa. Anyway, you get the idea. The more we move here, the better it is. Well, that's not really what I mean. What I mean is, some enemies you want to attack during the day, some enemies you want to attack during the night because you get priority. It's a little bit Fire Emblem-y in that you want to attack when you have priority. This is what I'm just moving back and forth between tiles right now, because I want to attack this guy, the Wook, when he's got the blue icon over his head, which means I attack first. And attacking first is important because my attack is 3, his HP is 2. If I just hit him, he will die, which is important. I'd rather never have to risk being hit. So we loot that, and then that becomes another defensive item that we can add in here. So our attack determines how much damage we do. What does our defense determine? To the best of my knowledge, our defense determines the ease with which we can block. So look at this one. It's 2 attack, but if it's in an even slot, we get +2. So we'll just put that in slot 4. All of a sudden, our attack is 7, and we've gotten really much stronger, all things considered. I've never seen that Grabbler before. It scares the Christ out of me. And unfortunately, yeah, I just died. That is the first time I have ever seen a grappler in my entire life. An 18 power unit just spawned on top of us. But it only stole one thing. That's not that bad. So card to the left, you get +1. Card below, you get -2. By the way, there's nothing to stop us from having like a defensive card up here, for example. There's no, in fact, wait, I was gonna say that gave us more defense, but I don't think that's the case. So what's our objective here? Well, on every floor we have like a quest we would like to do in order to, you know, get some reward from an NPC that's back at our dome. But we also just want to get to the end of every single level. We can't one-hit this guy, so it's a little bit of a risk, but I think I'll try to attack him regardless. We did block his attack, thankfully, and we got a special ability, which I'll talk about. But apart from that, our main objective is just to finish the floor and progress onwards to the next level, which we do by finding a teleporter. So if I access my world again here, we got this card. Help. What is this card? Drag this card onto another to give that card the filth ability, which you can use to teleport. Okay, so we can find cards that have like outlines like this. Some of them are fire. I've seen another one that's kind of like poison, but the poison was actually a taunt that we can use to draw enemy aggro. Basically, we put this on a card, and as long as we have this card equipped, you can look in our bottom right there, and you can see that we have the radial menu there is active. So we can actually now teleport ourselves if we want to avoid these enemies, for example. We become a little poop monster and then, you know, reconstruct ourselves over there. So we can use that to get past enemies. Because, I mean, at its root, this is effectively a puzzle game here where you want to structure combat in such a way that you survive effectively. You want to get the first attack in every situation. There's an ideal way to approach every bit of combat, I guess is what I'm saying. Now, you might be saying, well, what's to stop me from just going around here gradually getting stronger and looting? Well, as you can see up in the day-night cycle area, in 205 turns, something happens. I don't want to spoil that necessarily. Suffice to say, it would be a good idea for you to get out of here as soon as possible. So sometimes you just take a risk and you decide, you know what, even if that guy hits me, it's not that bad. We'll be fine. We're going to attack this clunker here. There are some kind of unique things in the level design. Like, for example, when these dudes step on the footpad, it creates clunkers, which are robots. So basically, he's standing on a generator, a spawner that makes more enemies. If you walk on that spawner, you will create more enemies too. One time, I fought a bunch of these guys way back to base, and then came back, and there were like 30 clunkers in one area because this stupid Whiskus had just been standing on top of this thing forever, causing problems. I'm gonna teleport away from this guy because it scares me that he has 12 HP. You can see enemies also have, you know, weakness and strength. See, I can't go to that space or he'll hit me. There we go. Enemies also have, you know, weaknesses and strengths. Shit, we're gonna have to attack this dude. Yeah, let's do it. I really don't want to attack the 12 HP unit. I think our defense is high enough that it's allowing us to escape crisis in most situations here. Let's put, if it's the only spike pan we have, it gets +1. Sick. Okay, we're gonna have to fight one of these guys right now because I can't teleport. You get your ability recharged up by attacking enemies, by the way. So, I mean, I guess I'd rather attack the Ventragoon and hope we block. Oh my god, it did 2 damage. We blocked its second attack, so that's a start. And then we might have also, oh no, we might die. We died! Dude, we got trapped there. This game, as one of the Steam reviews says, does not play fair. So the dude who kills us gets like a nemesis system thing where he steals our card and now we have to, you know, get it back from him in the future. But then we get resurrected, Ren and Stimpy style here. I'm gonna let this go. Oh, I thought there was gonna be more dialogue, but there actually is like a cute and yet still macabre heart and soul to this game. Basically, we went to this planet because our anthropomorphic terraforming robot friend, Big Barry, stopped responding. So a dude showed up on our screen and was like, hey, you know, go rescue Big Barry, basically. Fix the antenna, blah, blah, blah. Try not to cause any problems. Then when we got here, there was like a Dormammu-style enemy that was like, hey, I'm going to find out where Earth is, but I'm not going to kill you as long as you keep clearing out these aliens from this area. I'll keep you alive, and eventually I am going to come kill your home planet, though. So our friend was like, hey, let's just keep killing aliens for now, and maybe we can sneak out from under that thing below, which is the Dormammu-style enemy. We can sneak out from under her nose and go back to base and be you know, everything will be fine. But, of course, from a gameplay perspective, we basically want to get to the end. There are, like, champion... Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have let him get the first attack on me there. There are champion enemies as well, and I've seen screenshots of bosses, although embarrassingly, I've never made it to any myself because I am bad. Alright, so we want to make sure we attack that guy. It's a visual indicator, by the way, of whether an enemy is going to attack you first or second. So this says card to the right, +2. Dope, we got great defense. You know, the blue indicator means that you attack first. Red indicator indicates the enemy attacks first. And if it's got, card below +2, dope. If it's got a red outline around it, that means, God, these guys are so annoying. If it's got a red outline around it, that means that it's gonna switch. And vice versa if it's got a blue outline around it. All right, so I'm gonna attack this Ogron. Basically, it's arithmetic, light arithmetic at its soul. Okay, so card above +1, card to the left 0. So I do want to sacrifice some defense to make sure that we get a little extra attack here. Because now, with 7 attack, we can kill slightly stronger enemies and hopefully get, you know, slightly stronger materials out of it. We have such high defense that I'm going to let this guy attack. It might actually be the case that we have a 100% chance to dodge or block if our defense is better than an enemy's attack. I hadn't considered that. That seems extremely plausible. So we might be able to deal with enemies that are up to, you know, 10 attack right now. Let's see. Let's see how they feel about it. I mean, we did block that 7 with 10 defense, so... The game is designed in a way that all of those elements are... They seem to be conveyed correctly and, like, very discreetly. Or not discreet, the opposite, overtly. I'd like to read more about this card. In column 4, it gets +1. Okay, so we'll just do that. And here's the other element, by the way, is resource recycling. So we're going to decompile this card, that's going to give us a token. We're going to decompile this card, that's going to give us a token. And we're going to use those tokens to... effectively, for now, I mostly use them to heal myself because I'm still working my way around the basic language of the game. But I have had some runs that have been pretty good. Egg General. Eggs are so in vogue right now, man. I don't understand. I try to escape the egg meme at every available opportunity and cannot. This is, oh, fudge. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fight the Egg General. He's asleep during the daytime or something, but I want to fight him at night. No, he always gets the first attack. We did kill him, and we'll probably get a good card as a result. I just want to kill these clunkers first, because we get to attack first, at least for now. Bottom row +2, odd slot 0. So we want to put this like in slot 2 and then recycle this card. Yeah, now we got 3 tokens. Well, let's see. Can these guys ever damage me? No, we seem to be blocking it. I was ignorant of the defensive component. Oh, no, wait. He still hit me. It must be a dice roll then, or a percentage chance. Anyway. Oh, we can't warp to the dome. I was just about to do a segue where we warp to the dome and use tokens to heal ourselves, but I've made a colossal mistake. Yo, stop stepping on this and generating clunkers, please. I have to murder this spectral bride. We're gonna take this card. This one actually allows us to get taunting, so we're just gonna put that on a good card right now that we're unlikely to get rid of. And then if we throw this down, like here, this will taunt enemies so they'll be attracted to it. So now we can look at this and be like, you know what? Let's spend 25 turns, which is a huge investment, and then teleport back to our base. You can warp back right to where you were. It costs you turns, though. Then we can talk to this guy right here. The horrific Lauren stole my defense blender. Return it for 2 extra spare card slots so we can get an inventory expansion by completing his quest. This is our tea kettle buddy. You can decompile unwanted cards to produce tokens. Yeah, no kidding. So we're going to use these tokens to heal ourselves. For 2 tokens, we fully heal. And then the mailbox allows us to send cards forward into a future run. Like if we have a great card but we can't put it in our inventory, we can basically make it static. Take it out of that instance of our run and then use it on a future instance by like paying it forward. Almost like a reusable Eden's Blessing or something from Isaac. And would you like to set your practice deck for this area to your current deck? No, that's all right. I probably should be practicing, but instead I'm not. Wait. Let me teleport back to where I was. How do we do that?
All right.
Remember, you don't need to kill all the monsters. Warp back. There we go. So it's another 25 turns, but that did probably save us some turns in the long run. Although, on the other hand, we are, like, decidedly... I gotta go. Even though he hit me, we gotta go because we got a time limit right now. We're decidedly not where I want to be here. So let's come down this way. Yeah, I mean, keep giving me these clunkers that I can one-hit, please. Okay, so basically, with 86 turns left, it is, like, go time. Card below +1. So yeah, we can do like this, and then like this. And I really like how you can dynamically change your own run based on the cards that you have, but also the cards that you keep in kind of like your flex spots in the inventory. So this is a champion here. I don't necessarily love my odds, but let's give it a try regardless. We did 11, we blocked, we did 11. This card used to belong to Imrid before this rascal stole from him. Would you like to send it back to them? Whenever I get the opportunity to make forward progress in a roguelite, I usually accept it. Dude, the loot there was out of control. What was this card? This is just a self-throw disc with 2 attacks, so we'll do that. We'll save our other cards for now, but we only have 73 turns. It might seem like a lot, and in chess, you know, 73 turns is no joke, but we're desperately searching for our... Excuse me? I mean, we can kill you in one shot, so why not? We're desperately searching for our way out here. I'm also going to equip this electrical card, and we'll just put it on the one that we already have, make it even stronger. So how does this work? Well, let's zap. He has been zapped and killed. It did very little damage, but it was enough to get him killed. 54 turns. Oh, okay, this is usually where it is. I don't want to fight the horse bros right now. Or I don't want to fight a level 13 horse bro anyway. Oh, it's like when they flip, they have less power. I see. So if I move here, you should attack and be 6 power. Yeah, okay, the seahorse is way easier. And we should find that the next floor is right here. Yeah, there's the exit portal. Let's escape this area. Honestly, I think we got pretty lucky to make this happen, but here we go. Alright, so we've successfully completed one area. So how do I feel about Loot Rascals so far? This game reeks of design, and I don't mean that in an insulting fashion. I'm just gonna make sure I full heal here before we get any further. Like, we definitely do not need any more defense, so let's decompile this and heal for 2. Saves us a little time. Oh, you need to get 4 tokens to fully heal, so it costs you more every single time. It's a game that has a lot of very, very interesting ideas, and again, I don't mean that as a backhanded compliment either. Okay, so I've accidentally stood next to Panglyph the Disgusting as a result of all these ice tiles that mean that we can't control where we're going. Let's endeavor to stay away from him, and instead, we will, like, have this time bomb here that we're gonna have to get away from as well. Not time bomb, really, like a proximity bomb. Anyway, I actually really like it. I think aesthetically... Can we zap him and, like, save ourselves some time here? Yo, 24. Go, 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 go. Oh, no. Oh, no. I guess we gotta kill him. 24 power, though, is no joke. We can 2-hit him, but he did do damage to us. Oh, return our quest card to Chef in the dome. No! I knew it was gonna happen. It's got some very interesting ideas. Oh, he's taking my best card to use for himself. It's a very intelligently designed game is what I'm trying to get across, I suppose. It sort of lacks moment-to-moment freneticness like a game like Isaac or Gungeon, but it's satisfying on a slightly different level. A level that is more, again, desktop dungeonsy. A level that's a little bit more about, like... I'm just gonna buy some time by killing some turns to get back to attacking these guys where we can one-hit them. A level that's a little bit more... No, please. Thank God. A little bit more based on planning and detail-oriented things that I'm not necessarily always that good at. We're gonna put it here. Oh, actually, we're gonna put it here. Then we're gonna put this here. We're gonna put this here. We got a 5 and 5. It's actually pretty good. And I buy into the central very pseudo deck building concept of this, and I mean that sincerely. I actually find it satisfying to try to puzzle out, you know, where to put everything in the inventory here. Now, obviously, the tile-based dungeon crawling, apparently I'm actually garbage at it. I will kill this horse, bro. We just have to wait for the right moment. This is not the right moment. This is the right moment. Oh no, if we attack, he's still strong. We have to wait for him to attack. And then he won't be as strong. Okay, so we're making tons of mistakes here. Don't step on the thing that makes clankers, please. Okay, we got to equip some stuff as well, but that does take a turn, so I wanted to be a little bit more careful. I buy into this, like, what is essentially an arrangement puzzle. No, we don't want to do this yet. I like it. And all these enemies have unique patterns, by the way. It's almost like, you know, Crypt of the Necrodancer, where I'm learning them as I go. So, for example, the clunkers always full aggro towards you, whereas the whiskas always run away. If you want to kill them, it's tough. You got to trap them in a corner. The ogrons only get to move once every 2 turns, so it's very easy to bait them into a situation that seems good for them, and then actually is not. I don't know what's up with the bolus girls yet, but, you know, this is over and on top of the just, like, elemental strengths and weaknesses that enemies can have. So it's all about trying to use the space available to goad these enemies into a more, a situation that's better for us, is what I'm trying to say. So let's equip this. If it's in an even slot, it gets a bonus, and then we'll decompile this. I can't imagine that we'll be disappointed that we decompiled this. I will say it's certainly not a game that's for everybody, but it does seem like the kind of thing. I'm surprised this came out like 2 weeks ago. It's gotten relatively little press on YouTube, at least from what I've seen. Now, there's people that have their finger on the pulse more than I do, without a doubt, but this seems like the kind of thing where I'm a little surprised that at the very least it hasn't kind of hit like flavor of the week status. Normally that's, again, there's apparently the title of this video should be like backhand compliment, even though I don't mean them like this. Flavor of the week has a tendency to be a bit of a negative, but like in today's gaming world, that's pretty good, I think. Oh, we just found random loot here. Flex flaps. Flex flops. All abilities are boosted when standing on a suppressor tile. I don't even know what a suppressor tile is. But we're going to put it on here at the cost of 1 defense. All abilities boosted when standing on suppressor tiles. We probably saw those on the 2nd level. Oh, fudge. On the 2nd level last time, those were the tiles that we stood on that, oh, no. That, were like, they seemed sort of sticky. Oh, no, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We dodged him. He's the world's greatest player. Just run. Just run. Never say die. Oh, you trapped me. You trapped me, and you are a jerk as a result. Shit. They got me. 5, 1, 5. Block. 5. Block. 5. We've done it. I really don't want to attack you. In fact, I think I have to... Oh, I can't warp because I'm too near them. Please, don't follow me. Oh, they're gonna let me travel back. Okay, this is it. You know, the real Dota starts now. Decompile this. And then heal up. Peel up. Bring it back. Come rewind. Powerful impact boom from the cannon. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think... apparently I'm incapable of giving a sincere compliment to a video game, and that speaks to something, you know, wrong with me on a deeper level. But, this card used to belong to Banana Pooh-chan. Oh, you know what this is? I just realized, and I feel like an idiot. These are other people's names in this universe, and we are sending their... When you die, the enemy takes your card, and other people can choose to be altruistic if they kill the enemy that killed you, and give the card back to you by sending it to your mailbox, or they can keep it for themselves. Yo, send it back, dude. I'm a public figure to some extent, at least. I've got an image to maintain. That is a super cool gameplay. You see what I say when I said that this game reeks of design? It's got a lot of cool ideas. It's a much less silly way to phrase that. We're probably gonna see the very good, or very bad, no good thing that happens when we hit that 0 on the turn timer, by the way. Or maybe not. I don't know. There's some loot. A second chance on death. It's a unique card. Only one per game. This one's a passive unique. You must equip it. When you die, instead of losing all your cards in progress, you will respawn in the current world with progress intact. I'll equip that at the expense of my defense. We need way more attack, though. Please don't be a dead end. That's probably something we'll decompile, or at least we'll put this here and then decompile that one later. We have another unique card. Hostile holos become nice. Nice holos become hostile. I imagine there are probably more hostile holos than nice ones then. You don't understand. I gotta go. Like, there's the exit portal. He's done it. Either way, you know what? Let's stick around. I want to see what happens. We can also send it's the card rocket. Let's send a card forward to ourselves. You know what? Send this one forward right here. Tentacled. I don't want to use this card on this one because this video has run its course. But we will send that card forward to us in the future where I may want it. And this is a game that I could see myself checking out on a stream. Uh-oh, you've been here a while and the corpse mites are starting to show up. If you hang around even longer, even worse things might appear. You can see how many turns until the corpse crew arrives in the top right. Oh, I get it. So, like, some annoying enemies spawn. You can sort of see them up there. If we wait too long. And then if you wait around even longer, even worse things might happen. No loot, though. Anyway, we're gonna move on here. So yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've just barely scratched the surface of what there is to see, I think, in Loot Rascals. I've never made it past the second level, which is where we are right now, on the beguiling Fanes of Dark Warmth. But this is a cool game, and for 15 bucks, I think it delivers more than a one-note roguelike experience. Like, I really am surprised. I guess this is my job, so I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm surprised to not hear more people talking about this. This seems like the sort of... It's like a designer's wet dream. There's a lot of design here. It's like Spelunky. It's elegant, but mechanically dense. You know, it's got exactly what it needs and nothing more. And it's got a lot of cool ideas. Aesthetically, I think it's hilarious. Like, it's got that sort of, like, Ren and Stimpy vibe to it. There's another, like, there's a Spanish artist, I think his name is Juan Corella, who draws these... like, really colorful, cartoony, but also horrifying and hilarious images that this kind of reminds me of as well. But this game is a complete game, and it's fun, and it's novel. I'm actually enamored with it, at least on a mild level. Do I see myself playing 1,000 hours? No, but I think that this game has got a lot going for it, and if I can be a megaphone for it a little bit, I absolutely will. I'm definitely going to be like, Nick, you got to play this game. I know Kate's playing it right now after she saw me playing it last night. Maybe you feel the same way. It's not a sponsored video, although I did get a review code. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's $15 on Steam. Link is in the video description below. And of course, if you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more of the Let's Look Ats in the future. And for now, I'll see you next time.